I'm having quite a hair moment. I'm not bothered by it. Hey everybody, I wanted to take a few minutes to make a parenting update video. It's been a while since I've done one of those. Let's start off with my middle child. I was gonna say problem child, but she's not a problem child. She's just going through a phase, which I naively thought getting adjusted to her baby sister Mayte would be quick, but no. Mia is still struggling in every way possible. There's been sleep regression. There has been eating regression, wanting me to feed her, even though she's 2.5 and has been for a while now, totally capable of feeding herself. She even had an awful incident, which I've talked about, with poop and her diaper and potty training regression. We're just working through it. I'm giving her extra time and love and attention and making her feel even more of a princess to me. And I am just praying and hoping that this phase is shorter than longer. I mean, she's even taken to bold-faced lying in front of me over things that I saw her do. Like, you know, maybe hitting her brother. Not maybe, she did. Hitting her brother, which is not. It's been quite the ordeal with Mia. Mayte, on the other hand, has just been an angel. She is perfect. She is doing everything that a newborn should. The only issue with Mayte is that she has gas, but I saw the pediatrician this week, and that's actually the overwhelming majority for kids, newborns. 70%, I don't know how they are able to find that number, but allegedly 70% of all newborns suffer gas. You know, we're giving her gripe water, which is natural, when she needs it. But after 3 months, allegedly, it clears up. So if you're a first-time parent, there is hope. If you're suffering from the baby gas problem, which I am as well, and even though we have the fancy bottles, which I do like, and they are better, these Como Tomo bottles, they've got little holes on the top, and allegedly it helps have less gas. After 3 months, it does get better. And I burp my daughter a ton, and gas still happens. I overburp her, but hey, better to overburp than underburp. But she's great. She's such an old soul. It freaks me out. Oh my God. Mayte. I've got dad brain. Mayte looks at me and just her personality, unlike anything, like unlike either of her siblings. It's wild. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She loves the water. She loves me giving her her bath. So things are great there. And big bro Mario, or as I call him, JR, even though he's the third, big brother is awesome. And I've been spending some quality time with him too, one-on-one. There was a breakfast at his school this week, which was so stressful for me to be at because it was also my mom's birthday that day, and I had an event to go to that day, but I made the time. I love being present at my son's school. Actually, oh my God. So there was an email that my son's school sent out this week asking for volunteers for an event coming up next Monday. And I instantly said yes. And then I instantly regretted it just because I'm so busy. But you know what? I would rather sleep just 4 hours that night and show up for my son and show up for the school and be there than not. Eventually, I'm gonna need to catch up on sleep, but for now, I'm happy to sacrifice for my kids because I don't even view it as a sacrifice. I just call it being a bomb-ass dad. And my son has been mentioning a lot lately about wanting to have kids in the future, and I think that's awesome. And then mentioning about getting married, and I'm like, that's great. And then he asked, well, why didn't you get married? And I said, well, because it hasn't happened for me, but I would love that in the future. And then I quickly changed the subject, and it was like a split-second decision in my mind. I'm all about being honest with my kids in every way. My kids know they only have one parent, and that's awesome. How I explain that to them is I say, you know, every family is different. In your family, your grandmother lives with you. Not every family has that wonderful opportunity. Our differences are what make us unique and special, and that's what makes us awesome. So that's the level that they understand things at now, and as they get older, I'll explain it further. And I also don't feel the need to introduce things to my kids that they haven't explicitly asked about. Like my son hasn't said, Dad, do you have a girlfriend? Are you going to get married to a girl? He hasn't said that, so I haven't felt the need to clarify that. I will when the time is right, when he specifically asks. Like at this age, at 4.5, almost 5, he'll be 5 in February, kids don't understand anything other than the normal. I am normal. I am normal. Even if other people don't view me as normal, I am normal. Ish. And I don't even think kids at this age understand hate. Parents and society teaches that to other kids, I think. Like my kids just know normal and love and accepting and friends, and that is what they know. And I was thinking even more upon this as I took my son with me to an event on Friday night for GLSEN, the Gay Lesbian Straight Education Network. And clearly this would be a different conversation if I had a partner, but I don't. And I guess that's probably the time that things will be revealed coming out to my kids. If I'm lucky enough to date somebody and have them be in my private, solo, individual life for a while. I don't know what length of time that would be, but I'm very conservative in many ways. It will take a long time for me to feel comfortable introducing a significant other to my children, because it should be like, my kids are sacred to me, and I want to make sure that you're worthy. So yeah, these are some of the things that have been on my mind. And now I'm thinking about me being single. It's okay. I'm really busy. I've got a newborn at home. Yeah. Actually, I have been thinking about that a lot lately. I have a substitute trainer at the gym with me this week, and I showed her on Friday morning the 6 reaction videos that I made to all the new music. And then I said, it's going to be really hard for me to find a boyfriend, because part of my public persona is being a clown. And I like that, because that's part of who I am. I am a big kid in many ways. That is authentic. It's maybe an exaggerated version of who I am. I'm not that person 24/7, but that is me. Like, I love being silly. I love playing with my kids. And that is a big turnoff, I think, to a lot of guys. But all good, great, amazing, worthwhile things are worth the wait. And as I've said before, like, I had my parents as the best role model for me. They loved each other. They worshiped each other, and they implicitly trusted and were there for each other. And I want that. I don't want anything other than greatness. So I'm willing and happy to be single until I find that, because it's going to take a big man to be able to be with Perez Hilton. And that's a lot I've covered today. I'm trying to think, what else? I'm just really happy. Like, there were many points this week that I was so close. I was beyond the point of exhaustion, because I try to do it all. I do it all. Some days I do it all better than others. I hold my bar extremely high, And I think it's better to hold yourself to almost unattainable expectations, because then when you fail, and I feel like a failure almost every day, when you fail, you're still overachieving. Better to set your bar really high and fail than set your bar for mediocrity or the middle or good enough. Like, I know that I'm always giving my all, and that's why pushing through exhaustion this week, I was reminded of that. I was like, you know what? I'm doing the best I can, and that's all I can do, and that's all you can do. So that's my parenting update for the week. Thank you for watching. You're beautiful. You're awesome. And if you haven't done so, hit like. Hit like right now. Share this video. Let me know in the comments section any thoughts you may have, any other kinds of videos you want to see from me. And if by chance you're not following me yet, follow me. Mwah!